All right, today we are diving deep, and I mean that literally, to unlock the genetic code of a really fascinating fungus. It was found in one of the most extreme environments you can possibly imagine on this planet. So let's get into it and explore the secrets hidden in its DNA.
You know, the deep ocean is basically an alien world. Just try to imagine it. Miles of water pressing down on you, with pressure that would instantly crush a submarine, and temperatures that swing from almost freezing to boiling hot. It's a place we've really only just started to explore, and you better believe it, it's hiding some incredible secrets.
So our journey starts at a very specific spot on the seafloor, a place called the Rainbow Hydrothermal Site. And this isn't just any old patch of ocean, no way. It's a geological wonder, and it's located way down on the mid-Atlantic ridge.
Hydrothermal vents, what are they? Well, think of them like underwater geysers. They're just spewing this superheated, mineral-rich water straight from the Earth's crust. It's a toxic, high-pressure, totally wild environment that seems completely impossible for life to exist in. And yet, against all odds, life is absolutely thriving down there.
And among all the bizarre creatures that call this place home, scientists found something completely unexpected, a fungus, a filamentous fungus named Cadophora malorum. Now, finding any fungus down here is weird enough, but it's this particular fungus that makes the story so unbelievably cool.
Okay, so this is where the story gets really wild. Cadophora malorum is normally found in the freezing cold of Antarctica, just chilling on mosses or in lakes. So to find it here, clinging to a shrimp next to a blistering deep-sea vent, it's like finding a polar bear living happily in the middle of the Sahara Desert. It just doesn't make any sense. It's a total biological puzzle.
So of course, this discovery immediately brings up a huge question. How on earth did this fungus, a creature known for loving the extreme cold, manage to survive, and not just survive, but thrive, in a completely opposite, scorching hot environment? The answer? Well, it had to be locked away inside its DNA.
And with that, a team of researchers kicked off a mission to sequence the entire genome of this deep-sea explorer. The goal was to read its complete genetic blueprint, letter by letter, to finally understand its survival secrets. So, how'd they do it? Let's break it down. First, they had to very carefully extract the DNA. Then, they prepared it for sequencing, which basically means chopping it up into millions of tiny, manageable fragments. After that, high-speed machines read the genetic code of all those little pieces. And then comes the hardest part, using incredibly powerful software to stitch those millions of reads back together. It's like assembling a massive, ridiculously complex puzzle, but the prize at the end is the complete genome. And the result of solving that puzzle? A genome made of 54.2 million base pairs. That is 54.2 million letters of genetic code that make this fungus exactly what it is. That's a huge amount of information.
And within that code, they predicted they'd find 17,781 protein-coding genes. Now these genes, they're the crucial part. They're the individual instructions, like little biological recipes, for everything the fungus does, from building its cell walls to digesting food, and most importantly, how to survive in the deep.
So with the blueprint finally decoded, it was time to go on a treasure hunt. What exactly did this genetic code tell us about this fungus and its surprising abilities?
This right here perfectly illustrates what they found. About 79% of the genes could be annotated. That means scientists have seen them before in other organisms and have a pretty good idea of what they do. But that leaves a whopping 21% of its genes as a complete mystery. These are the uncharted territories of this fungus's genome, and they hold the potential for brand new game-changing discoveries.
And when they dug deeper into the genes they did know, they found a powerful toolkit for survival. This fungus has special gene clusters, like PKS and NRPS, that act like sophisticated little molecular factories. And what do these factories make? They assemble unique chemical compounds, some of which could be powerful natural antibiotics or other kinds of drugs. It's a genuine genetic treasure chest for medicine.
And here it is, a fantastic clue about how it adapted. This quote highlights a really specific gene they found for an enzyme called alginate lyase. In simple terms, this enzyme is the perfect tool for breaking down carbohydrates you'd find in marine algae. It's like a genetic fingerprint, a smoking gun showing that this fungus evolved a way to eat whatever was on the menu in its new deep-sea home.
So let's pull all this together. We've got a fungus from an extreme place, its genome is packed with mystery genes, and it's running these powerful molecular factories. But what does it all mean for us? Why does this matter?
The ultimate takeaway is this.
Organisms that live in these crazy extreme places have to develop totally unique chemistry just to survive. By studying their DNA, we can tap into that chemistry. This single fungus represents a new frontier for biotechnology. It's a potential source for amazing new enzymes to create things like biofuels or bioactive compounds that can become the next generation of antibiotics or even anti-cancer drugs.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? This was just one fungus, from one shrimp, at one deep-sea vent. It's a powerful reminder that our planet is still just full of mysteries, and that the next great scientific breakthrough, well, it might be hiding in the very last place on Earth we'd ever think to look.